Thanks for joining us back again here in the Gaming Weekly as we continue the Killer Clown reports. Of course, yesterday I did confirm that the Gaming Weekly did contact the authorities. Now, an update, though, we have yet to receive any word from the authorities. Hopefully, we're going to hear from them tomorrow as we continue the reports. But I did confirm this. Earlier today, the Gaming Weekly did receive a very creepy and, well, cryptic message coming from a particular Killer Clown who seems to be hell-bent in making sure that the Purge will indeed happen. Take a look.
Hello there, this is a message from the Killer Clowns. We are back stronger than ever and we will destroy everybody who stands in our way. You may have thought that the previous years were bad. This is like no other year. We have thousands of clowns ready to start attacking. We will stalk all of you and take over. You will become scared to go outside as we will be carrying the best possible weapons. We will continue to do this until the Purge, on October 31st, Halloween. That night we will take over everywhere and destroy everyone against us. You have been warned, you better hide, we are coming.
And we got some more action coming to you your way. The Gaming Weekly presents a Rainbow Six Siege event, and it is absolutely phenomenal. You would want to stick around and see the TGW Superstars in action. Up next, it's the Taste of the Gaming Weekly on Rainbow. We are back into the final round here tonight. It is once again the champions, none other than Waters and Icy Cow versus Anko Destroyer and HV Echo, which is ironic because remember just a couple of weeks ago it was Echo versus Who My Son, aka Anko Destroyer. The two were on opposite ends, and now tonight they are on the same team looking to dust off Waters and Icy Cow. And remember the stipulations though, ladies and gentlemen. If Waters and Icy Cow lose to Anko Destroyer and Echo and Anko Destroyer have a title shot next week live in TGW. That is going to be very interesting, but again, it's a big if whether or not Echo and Anko Destroyer can knock off Cal and Waters. Although, if there's anyone that can do it, it could be Echo and Anko Destroyer. Starting things off here in a very new map, very interesting. We've been doing House for years here in the Gaming Weekly, but now we are in Oregon. Of course, we're getting set for this great matchup between these two teams that have so much passion for Rainbow Six Siege. You know, we talked about how Waters has been impressive. He was the MVP. Waters and Icy Cal were fresh off a victory over the team of LR and Penguins, who showed up for the first time in TGW, teamed up for the first time as well. Great performance, but it was not enough. As you can see already, this matchup now, action phase has started. And for Anko Destroyer and Echo, they really need to work well as a team, as a cohesive unit, because they understand how destructive Waters and Cal can be. Not just destructive, but also calculated. That's what Rainbow Six Siege is all about. Strategic calculations, of course, calculating your moves, when to do it, at the right exact time. And look at this. That's one of the things that you're going to want to do, is Waters is now utilizing the drone, trying to find Echo or Destroyer, one of the two. Here comes Anko Destroyer, though. Look at this. Anko Destroyer has a clear shot against somebody in the distance as he's getting shot down. Anko Destroyer knocked down Cal. Cal has been eliminated. It is a 2-on-1 predicament. Echo and Anko Destroyer clearly in control of this matchup as they're beginning to gain some confidence. And now Waters is the only one, but you don't want to count out on Waters. Waters has done it many times. He made a career out of it, so to speak. Of course, him defying the odds. Tonight could be no different, but nevertheless, here comes Waters once again, trying to make sure he's going to win it for his entire team. You know, just feel the anxiousness and the anticipation and the suspense on what's going to be happening next in this great battle between these two teams. Again, developing story moments ago, Icy Cal was eliminated, but Waters is still up, trying to fight against the opponents. There you see now the opponent, I believe that's Echo, peeking in, peeking out. And both Anko Destroyer, Echo have, well, I was just going to say both, but I spoke too soon because Anko Destroyer got eliminated. And here comes Echo. Echo coming in full blazing, trying to knock down Waters. And this is a developing story, but Waters knocked out Echo. Even with low life and all, Waters was able to knock off Echo as we take a look at the final sequence. You can see what a great battle here, but Waters defying the odds yet again. Not only did he have his back against the wall losing his partner Cal, but you saw the amount of life he had. Waters was so close in being eliminated. Anything can happen though in the next round. Ladies and gentlemen, again, despite the fact that Waters and Cal won that one, you never know. Destroyer and Echo may indeed bounce back and rebound. We're going to find out. Now remember, here we go. Cal and Waters now this time around are going to be inside. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're entering into round 2 to determine who's going to be facing the champions next week. If it's going to be none other than Anko Destroyer and Echo, if they're able to knock off Waters and Cal, if they're able to defeat them here tonight. So the thing about Echo and Anko Destroyer, I mean, an interesting chemistry. I mean, I gotta say, they're working well as a team, but just it's hard to believe that just a couple of weeks ago, they did a one-on-one. They were on the opposite ends, as I said it before. They weren't really the best of friends. Not just that, but also a couple of months ago in that great battle, in that great clan battle between the Renegades and the Gaming Weekly, let's not forget who was leading both teams. It was, well, Echo leading the Gaming Weekly and Who My Son, a.k.a. Anko Destroyer, leading his Renegades. So again, another time they were at opposing sides. But it looks like tonight they're going to be putting all their differences aside and they're going to make sure they're going to work together here tonight to make sure that they knock and completely eliminate Cal and Waters off their pedestal. So 2 minutes and 33 seconds and counting. And you can only imagine the frustrations that begin to build at the top here. You can see Echo in the distance looking on there. You see the perspective. An interesting one here as well. And oh no, there's some sort of collision. And here we go. And the orange team wasting little time already now, making sure that they're going to get the best of it. Anko Destroyer and Echo just completely raiding in. You can hear the shots in the distance. And that right there sometimes can really just build some both emotions and anticipation. Because again, with Rainbow Six Siege, you just have absolutely no idea what's going to be happening next. We would like to take this opportunity to thank everybody for joining us here tonight for the Gaming Weekly presenting the Rainbow Six Siege, as Anko Destroyer has knocked down Icy Cal, and in turn Waters was able to eliminate Anko Destroyer. We're back down on one-on-one. Similar to what we saw in the previous round. It was Echo and Waters, the last two standing. It was Waters who got the best of that exchange in the previous round. Will Echo, though, turn things around for his team, or will it be Waters yet again to get another victory? You can see Echo was just seconds away from planting the diffuser, but then he stopped at the last second, perhaps playing mind games, psychologically trying to get into the mind of Waters. Or maybe Echo realizes that at this time it's not really perfect or a good time to plant the diffuser. Whatever the case it was Waters who got again, the last of that exchange. Take a look at the replay here. Waters just zoning in. Echo is coming in front, trying to knock down half of the champion Waters before he was once again able to eliminate Echo here tonight. So this is now match point. And folks, if Anko Destroyer and Echo lose yet again here in this match point, Waters and Icy Cal will go home as the victors. Now get this though. They not only sweeped the first opposition, which was LR and Penguin in the beginning of the broadcast, but also Anko Destroyer and HV Echo. What a fantastic, impressive performance from two TGW members who really came in TGW storming with all these different achievements and accomplishments. And tonight, once again, just improving, and not just that, but also showcasing why they are indeed a formidable force in TGW. I mean, who can stop them? Icy Cal and Waters clearly have a great mix. They have an absolutely incredible different of skills. Match point has begun, ladies and gentlemen. 2v2 again between these two teams. We talked about it, how the championships are very prestigious. The titles are very important. That is, if you want to catapult yourself to the top of TGW, if you really want to rise up here and try to make something out of yourself, to make a mark and put yourself on the map, being a champion of the Gaming Weekly will solidify that. And for Waters and Cal, I mean, they have multiple championships, and again, they're going to try to do what they can to make sure they hold on to the titles. Echo and Anko Destroyer, though, very defiant, these two. I know how much passion they have for Rainbow Six Siege. Gonna put the proverbial differences aside, as I mentioned before, just for this moment, to make sure that they can indeed, as a team, work together to knock out the blue team, the very destructive and winning thus far blue team. Anchor Destroyer, though, look at this. Echo, though, got knocked down moments ago by Waters. You know, Anchor Destroyer understands that this is not going to be good for him, and Anchor Destroyer met his end. Waters walked in, take a look, there you see again, Waters clearly with that great shot, and Anchor Destroyer went down. Flawless victory from the champions, and because of their win, no number 1 contenders have been crowned for next week. Waters and Cal standing tall, the MVP of the match, none other than Waters. Congratulations to these two with the champions, indeed basking in the glory. What an absolutely impressive performance. Champion standing tall at the conclusion of this broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Good night.